Let me know real quickly if you can hear me and see me, because that's important. But I started out here because I want to point out, how do I see it? See that limb on the ground? That's a pretty good sized one. Fell out of that tree right there. We had a pretty good storm yesterday. Did it storm wherever you guys are? Did it rain wherever you guys are? Let me know in the comments section. See, Amy's in here, living in abundant grace. Lorraine, Peggy, Debbie, Sharon, Mama's in here. Kay Barnes, and Hovita. Thank you, Hovita. Hovita, smash that thumbs up for me. So are we good? Can you hear me and see me? Let me try to adjust this a little bit without dropping you guys. I got Pepper here. He's annoying. Hey, Ed Kirkpatrick's in here, 5x5. Thank you, Ed, for letting me know. Grounds rhymes with crowns is in here. Kevin, and I can't think of her name. Give me just a second. Kevin, and what's her name? Hey, Sarah, Amanda. I really can't think of her name, Kevin. Help me out here. Sound and video is good. Kimberly, thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Kevin and Kimberly. Sorry about that, Kimberly. Mom says loud and clear. So this is a goat. Pepper, that's Pepper. And he is the one that was injured. If you didn't watch my last, I think it was in my last video, he's the one that was injured and was staying out at Amy's place because we can't put him with other goats. Well, he started getting out in the enclosure that she had, so she had to bring him over here. And unfortunately, he still can't be with other goats, so he is like stuck in this little area that I set up for him in the backyard. If the dogs get too close, he will ram the fence. And he's usually pretty calm unless someone comes up close to him. All he thinks about is breeding. It's quite annoying. I've not really met a goat like that. He doesn't care if you're human, dog, a branch on the ground. He doesn't care. But speaking of branches, I got another large branch in the tree. On the ground over there. Out about with Dave and Daisy. Hey, Dave, how are you doing? It really stormed yesterday, and I had gone into town. I didn't know it was going to rain. When I looked at the weather for yesterday, I didn't see any rain on the radar or on the forecast. And so when I was going to town, I went to town to get something to eat, and I thought, well, it's looking a little cloudy today. And by the time I got back, when I was pulling onto off the highway onto this road, it had started raining. And before I got all the way to my house, it was pouring down rain. And then the neighbors next door, I think they have 80 acres, and I don't know how much of this, how do I say this? I don't know how far their front property is along the road, but when I got about to their property before I get to mine, I had to stop the vehicle just in the road. There was no pulling over. I had to stop right where I was because I couldn't see anything. The wind was blowing so hard. I thought, honest to God, that I was in a tornado. And I called my brother and asked him. I said, Scott, I think I'm getting into a tornado. I said, look on the map, and he said there wasn't anything there, but I couldn't see a thing. The rain was it was kind of dirty. It wasn't like I couldn't see anything. Sitting still in the car, and the water going by, I couldn't see anything. I would see like leaves and stuff go by occasionally, but I couldn't see anything. and it scared the fire out of me because I was in a car. I wasn't really in a safe place. But then it dropped this this limb right here, and this is a pretty good size. This is I don't know if you you can tell through that. It's pretty good size, and I can't tell where it came from. This is maple. This one right here is a maple. Over by the shop is a maple. So and that's what this is. But I don't see where a limb that big fell. I mean, that's a good size limb, and I can't tell in the trees like where it came from. Kimberly. Oh man, was it Kimberly? Let's see, names are evasive to, yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah, no, yeah, I guess Lorraine, I guess those would be kisses from Pepper. Yeah, I couldn't remember his name either, could I? Is it Kimberly? I mean, I know the name's Kimberly, but is it Kimberly doing the typing? Did I just mess up Kimberly's name while she's the one on here? Yes, it is a big limb. Hippie Chick Homestead. Hi. So I'm wandering back this way. It could start breaking up. Let me know if it does. And I don't want to get too close. I want to show you the goat's pen, but I don't want to get too close because Sky, if she sees me, she will try to come to me. And I see her. But now let me see. I can't see. Okay, see, it tore down their shade cloth. I can't think of anything today. I can't think of any words or names or anything. It tore down their shade cloth. It actually ripped it up. And on the other side of their shade cloth, you can't see it there because the shade cloth's in the way. But there is a limb that is underneath, that is going underneath their shelter. And it's part of the limbs on the outside of the shelter and part of the limbs inside the shelter. But it did not do anything to the chicken coop. It kind of stretched out the boys' shade cloth, but like I guess I would need to tighten that up and get it back, to bring it back up higher. It looks like it just stretched it out and now it's like sagging. It pulled this T-post over here in a little bit. And I straightened that up yesterday the best I could. It is actually really loose. But I thought I was going to die. I really did. Well, I didn't know that I was going to die, but I thought I was in a tornado or was about to be in one or something. So glad to see so many of you checking in and safe. It must have been some serious wind, because the other thing it did was the hoop coop where the meat chickens are. I'm about to show you. So of course when I show you, you can see how poorly we put this together. But it tore the tarp off. And see these bricks? I don't know if those bricks that I got along the side of it, and there is some up there. So it has bricks on the back side and on the sides of it. It had picked this up. Anybody need some eggs? They're right there. It had picked this up and set it on top of these bricks. So that was sitting on top of the bricks rather than the bricks setting up against them. So it picked up the hoop coop. Maybe you had a mini tornado that wouldn't have showed on read. I don't know. My brother said that they were saying like 60, that it was like 60 mile per hour wind gusts. But I've done that before, and it seemed like a lot more than 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Like because I couldn't see at all. When I had to just stop right when it happened all of a sudden too. It came up all of a sudden. I mean, it was raining really hard. The wind was blowing really hard. But then all of a sudden, I couldn't see anything. And I just had to stop just in the road, stop completely. Because I couldn't see. And I'm not really sure what was there was so much going by in front of me that I don't know if it's the rain or if it was, it had to be the rain that it was blowing that made it where I couldn't see. Amy says it could be straight line winds. What does the shirt say? My shirt? I don't remember. Hang on. Country? I forgot. See, he got too close to that goat, and the goat. I don't know. I forgot and I can't read it. Long live 90s country. I can't read it, and then I read it to you. And that goat is not going to heal up if he doesn't quit head-butting things. Sarah says, my biggest fear with my hoop coop is getting it picked up without oaky winds. I set a T-post on each side and ratchet strap across the top. Well, yeah, my thought on it was if there were winds strong enough to blow that away, because it's heavy. You know, there's the wood there. The wood is heavy. That there would really be no reason. There would be nothing I could do about it anyway. Must have been a serious one. So glad. Okay. Bed and breakfast for the goats. If you're talking about the leaves, yeah. Actually, I don't know when I went over there if you saw them, but I did put limbs in with him, and I gave the girls some more limbs to eat. Because oddly enough, the one that is like part way in their shelter and part way out, they're not eating those. But when the ones I took over, Maggie, no. The ones I took over to them, they'll eat. Just trying to catch up on the chat. How is the stuff from Grub Terra working? Deborah, I don't know. I'm glad you mentioned that, though. First of all, there are affiliate links in the description below. I'm not going to go over those this time, but I want you to, if you haven't already, scroll down towards the bottom of the description below and go to if you have Instagram, go to my Instagram page and follow me. There's a link down in the description below, and follow me on Instagram. So Deborah, the stuff that I got from Grub Terra, I put it out, and that's the night it rained, and it rained a lot. Like that coop. When I was in there working in it that day, so part of the roof is metal. It's metal, and then it's the clear plastic, and then the metal on the other side. You know, so we can try to have some light come in during the daytime. And that plastic, there was a big hole in that plastic. I noticed that when I was out there Sunday, when I put the stuff into the coop. And then also with that wind blowing, whether that roof has a hole in it or not, with that wind blowing, water got in there. I mean, it was a lot of wind, and it was a lot of rain, and it stormed again last night too. We had 2 different storms come through last night. The wind wasn't as bad last night as it was earlier Sunday, but there was a lot of rain. I'm not so worried about getting rain anymore. Everything is greening up real good. We've got plenty of hay, but I think we're gonna have some grass for a while. Hopefully I won't have to use the hay real soon, now that we've gotten the rain. And so that's the answer to the question. I did go in there yesterday into the coop, and let's see. Okay, no, I filmed that video on Saturday. Sunday, the storm came through. Sunday night, 2 more storms came through. So I was in the coop on Sunday because I went out there to see if they were using the nesting box. And I noticed that I did not smell the, was it rosemary and thyme I said I put in there? I noticed that I could not smell that, but I also noticed that that it didn't stink, if that makes any sense. But that was after one of the rains, I think. And then as far as the nesting box goes, there was I put in the video, I put a turkey egg in the nesting box, and then somebody did lay an egg in the nesting box, and then a few somebody's laid an egg outside of the nesting box. Well, so I left the turkey egg and I left the other egg in the nesting box. And then later, I went and checked. I don't know, maybe it was last night. I don't remember when I went. I went and checked though, and the one that had been laid in the box, somebody got it out and ate it. And then the turkey egg had rolled up under the where it was supposed to roll to. So I'm going to get some of those fake eggs and put in there. That's the only way I can do that. Get out the eggs that whenever they lay, get out those eggs. So I went ahead and took the turkey egg out because I didn't want anybody eating that. But I'm going to get some of those fake eggs and put in there and just get out there often and pick up eggs and see if we can't get them in the nesting box. So the grub terra thing, I'm going to go back out here in a few days and check on it. Like I'll be out before them, but what I'm saying is I want to, it's hard to tell what it's doing with all the rain. I'm gonna let it dry up and go back out there and see if I can tell a difference. But I don't know really if that was a fair test because of all the rain, because of all the water that I know went through there. It was really wet out here. That was a long answer to a simple question. How did the stuff from Grub Terra work out? But it also reminds me, besides going down and going to my link, my Instagram link, that video is not doing very well. And I don't know, I mean, oftentimes if people don't, people that go in and watch it, they seem to watch it. It has an okay retention rate, but people aren't clicking on it. My subscribers aren't clicking on it as much. And so often that has something to do with the thumbnail or the title, but it's really hard to come up with something that people are going to want to click on and get in there and start watching it without moving over into clickbait. So I put a link to that video in the chat. I pinned it. And if you have not seen Sunday's video, do me a favor and go watch that. Leave me a comment there. If that video, that goat is trying to get out. If that video doesn't meet expectations, if it is not as good as maybe some of the other videos, leave it in the comments. Let me know. Be nice about it, but let me know. Or send me an email what you think about it. What's the plan for Greg's shed? Right now it's just holding some stuff from inside. I haven't made up my mind, Ed. Right now it's just holding stuff. I mean, I thought about slowly trying to get it made into like an office or a room or, you know, something like that for someone to stay in when they come to visit or whatever, but that's a lot of money. Kathy says, late again, no YouTube notification again. Oh my gosh. Let's see, Friday when hailing, oh, does that say hauling hay? It was 107. Saturday hit and mesh rain, so thankful for the rain. It's still so hot. So the rain came through here and we've got a cool front. I don't know. I think we might have hit 90 today, but it's a lot cooler and supposed to be for the rest of the week. Hey Judy. Sheila, I tried to take the eggs and also put golf balls, and it stopped the eggs from being broken. Yes, I don't have golf balls and I don't have fake eggs, so I'd have to purchase them either way. So I'm gonna just run up to Tractor Supply and pick up some of those fake eggs. So let me look at this. I'm trying to read. We had a localized one once, came down from the top of my street, took all the clay tiles and of roofs, and I ended up with a lot of them in my backyard. Didn't show on radar. Oh, that's interesting. Hey Susie, I don't know if I said hi to you. I've been like, I can't remember anything and I'm kind of distracted. Titus has his follow-up with the specialist on Wednesday to see how his foot's doing, and the hope is that it is fine and we don't have to do any kind of exploratory surgery. He's had the cone on all this time, and there's no way he needs to look at it until, and hopefully he can just look at it and say, you know, that it's doing fine and don't bring him back unless there's problems, because this is getting really old. Deborah says, hit the thumbs up, everyone. Help Lorie out. Thank you, Deborah. I didn't say. Well, I'm saying hi now, Susie. Golly, I can't believe I couldn't think of Kimberly's name. I feel bad about that. It's not like I haven't met them and been around them like a lot of times, because I have. Sell the tiny home to Zoe and Nick. Zoe could fill it with animals and take it back to Alabama with her. That's if she comes up here. Lorraine, I'd like to see her come back up here to the auction. The Sweeten Life. Hello. Yes, she caught alive. So, like I said, his appointment is Wednesday, but, and he looks like he's doing fine. But Gertie is really, she seems to be declining pretty quickly. Gertie is, she's still eating. She's in a good mood. She acts happy, but she is constantly coughing and cough until she's like hacking whatever up, day and night. It seems like once she gets settled down for the night, it slacks off a bit. Right after I give her medicine, about 15-20 minutes after I give her medicine, it slacks up a little bit. But it's constant now. And for you guys who didn't watch the video, wasn't here, whatever, she's on heart medicine, and they have told me the last time I took her in that she's on the highest dose, and there's not really anything else that they can do. But not only is she coughing, I mean, if you've seen Gertie, you know she's pretty thick. She doesn't miss very many meals, or she doesn't miss any meals, but and she still isn't. She still eats. She still enjoys eating. But I gave everybody a bone. I'm trying to think when it was. It might have been last night. Could have been the night before. But she didn't want her bone, and that is the first time I've ever seen that she just didn't want her bone. Here comes Axel. Come here, buddy. Come here. You on a mission? You are? Isn't he cute? And here's Kitty not wanting him to come up here because this is her area. Yeah, Gertie and Eddie, I forgot how old they are. 2012, however old that makes them. But I just, yeah, it's kind of depressing. I don't really like thinking about it too much, but it's like it's kind of constant, kind of in your face kind of thing, because she's inside and she's always coughing. And sometimes it keeps me up at night. He reminds me of Grumpy Cat. Who's Grumpy Cat? Are you grumpy? No, he's not grumpy. Seemed like there was something else I had in mind to talk about, but I can't think of it, so, and I can't think of Kimberly's name, so I don't even know if she's still in here. I haven't seen them in a while. Haven't seen anybody speak in a while. Y'all need to go over to Grounds Family. Somebody posts their link. Y'all go over there and tell them I'm sorry. Tell her I'm sorry I forgot her name. I didn't mean to. Backlash Fisherman, hello. Ed's got to go feed the chickens. Be right back. All right, Ed. He was a famous cat that was in a lot of cat memes, but he died young. Huh. I have a hard time understanding memes. When to use them, what they mean. But we don't want Axel dying young. Do we? Morris. I know Morris. Morris the cat. Come here, buddy. Oh, Mom, me too. You don't understand the memes. Susie says, I remember Grumpy Cat. I don't know Grumpy Cat, so I don't know. I still have, yeah, I know Morris. Here's the other cat. Here's Shade. They're buddies. I hope you guys can see. I can't tell where the camera's faced. But they love each other. Could y'all see that? Did I have it faced right? Lorraine says, do you have any recommendations for stopping a cat scratching things inside? Yeah, put them outside. That's it. I don't know. Like, no, they do. They scratch things inside, so you put them outside. My husband's name was Morris. That is why I remember that cat. That's funny, Kathy. That's what I was going to say is I still have Chase up for sale, advertising him, and no luck so far. I mean, I have people inquire about him, but like it's like I don't know if they don't pay attention to the location, because I post on the ad, whenever I advertise them anywhere, the area, not like the exact place, but kind of an area, and they'll be, somewhere else. They'll be in western Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma, or Missouri, or they'll like the way he looks and they'll be interested, and then want me to knock off $50 because they have to drive 3 or 4 hours. And it's not that I wouldn't. It was not that I wouldn't be willing to do that, except that I ask before I start the conversation. It's gotten to the point that I'll give them the area and say, is this going to be too far from you? Are you going to be able to do this? And yes, or depends on the goat, or depends on the price. He's going for a good price. It's like, it's not the price. He's a registered buck, and the price isn't bad. I've sold this year his sons for that much. That baby, that bottle baby, the mini La Mancha, remember, had the Rain's brother, not Rain, Sky's brother. There were 2 of them that the mother rejected, and I had them both on the bottle. Well, him I sold for about as much as I'm asking for this goat. And he wasn't registered in anything. He was just a little baby on a bottle. It's just when they're little and cute like that, people People want to spend ridiculous prices for them. Lorraine says, about to kick my cat's butt. She is, man, there are mosquitoes bad. She is scratching the carpet, and it isn't my carpet. Yeah, that's not good. Still have all the dogs. Rock, Queen, Rock, Hounding. You still have all the dogs. I have 8 dogs, yes. And I was just talking about, I don't know if you were in here, I was just talking about Gertie. Gertie is not doing well. Susie says, I'm gonna miss Chase, but I hope you find him a good home. I do too. I have way too many bucks. I want to get rid of this guy right here as soon as he heals. And I don't remember, surely I told you guys how I ended up with him. Hey, Mary. Mary says, sorry I'm late. Your goats are beautiful. Love the spotted baby. Yes, that's the thing, is this has been the best crop of goats, in my opinion, that I've had. And they're all really pretty. I got the ones with the La Mancha ears like I wanted. And something about gardening, hello. Just a beautiful crop of babies. But I'm feeling a bit stressed with all the goats. And so with I'm watching this goat. He's jumped on top of the doghouse, and I'm like, what is he gonna do next? Is he gonna jump over the fence? I don't know. And then I got mosquitoes bothering me. So I have are you thinking of Garfield? I'm not thinking of Garfield. La Manchas are easy keepers, is that what you're saying? So these are mini La Manchas. So I have way too many goats. I had Rocky and Chase already and was going to sell one of them, and because I got this other goat. Remember, I have a goat up front in a cage, and I got him because Maggie, no. Maggie, no. I got to step over here so she can get away from that goat. I got him because he's naturally polled and blue eyes. And so I was going to try to get some babies that were, you know, naturally polled, because I hate having them disbudded. So many things can go wrong with having them disbudded. Plus, it costs money. It doesn't cost a whole lot of money, but who wants to make another trip to the vet when you're living at the vet's? They might as well put a cot in the back for me. See, the goat is on that doghouse. And I don't know why yet. I don't know what his plans are, what his motivation is. But I'm going to come over here. Yeah, I did it. Oh, he stinks. Here, eat this. Eat. This is pecan. Can he have this? Amy? Rock Queen, whoever has goats. 90 goats. Okay, Rock Queen. Can they have these pecans? Pecan. It's got pecans on it. Can he have this? Yes. Amy says yes. You want that? He wants to mate with it. Dude, you're gross. He's gross. Oh my gosh. So if you didn't watch it, okay, back to what I was saying. I got the buck up front. He's up front in a cage because he's too small to put with the bucks, and it's not time to put him with the girls. It won't be time till December. If I put him with the bucks are really aggressive. They headbutt. They fight. They try to mate each other. Dogs, cats, chickens, it doesn't matter. They try to mate. So I can't put him up there. And then, so I got him, was going to keep him and sell Chase. And then a friend texted me and asked me if I wanted these other 2 bucks. She said that I could keep them or I could sell them, whatever I wanted to do. She was in a situation to where she had given them to some friends, or a friend and his wife, and it didn't work out. And I don't know if he's back on that doghouse. I don't know if it just wasn't what he was expecting. It was more than he can handle, and it was at their house that this buck got hurt. He's got a big old gash on his head. Should have had stitches, but they said they didn't know that it had happened. So by the time I got him, it was too late to get stitches. I did take him to the vet, and anyway, he's registered. I don't have the papers yet on him. The other buck can be registered. It's not registered yet, and she's supposed to give me the papers so that I can get him registered and then try to sell them. But it has gotten to be too much. It is, when I agreed to it, I did not know that he would have this big gash in his head and that he would have to be separated from the other bucks. I thought, you know, when I said I'd take him, I thought, well, I can just stick him back there with the other bucks until something, you know, until I'm able to sell them or whatever. And didn't know it would end up like this. Right now I'm watching him try to get over. The dogs are wrestling, and he is trying to get over to the dogs. He's nuts. I need to try to stop him because he is thinking about jumping. Have you tried Craigslist? So I have with other goats. I actually sold the last doe and her offspring through Craigslist. But when I use Facebook, I can kind of look and see who I'm talking to. I can look at their profile once they message me. Pepper. I can kind of look at them and see what they're about. See if they're like nutty or whatever. I think I'm gonna try to get those dogs on the other side of the fence, away from that goat. I can see, you know, if they're, I don't know, killers, sociopaths. I don't know. Craigslist, you don't know what you're getting. You don't know who you're meeting. When they come, when they show up, you just... Here comes a car. I'm talking to the phone. Here goes a car coming by. Here's this guy. So anyway, I guess that's why I don't like really using Craigslist. But on Craigslist, you can like give more details. You can give, you know, a price and everything, and people don't have to wonder. They don't have to reach out to you. They know, you know, whether that's something they're going to want to deal with, whatever. Is it buffering? Maggie, come over here. Lorraine says, to be honest, when Amy showed the video, you couldn't see the gash until she lifted the skin. Yeah, you sometimes you can. When he moves, it moves. When it first happened, you should have been able to see it. They should have been able to see it if they were around him. And it's possible that they just weren't around him. It's possible that they tried to stay away from him. Or he was just out eating or whatever. But there should have been a lot of blood because it's pretty bad. Just looked like a crease on his head until he moves. You know, the skin moves. I mean, you can see it part. You can see the inside of it. Mike Fowler says to tell you his Lories are looking great. Bonnie, I don't know about all that. I think them ducks are ugly. I told him, I said, don't do it. They're ugly. He did it anyway. Deborah was going to type that. The Sweet Life, Sue, do you have next door out there? It is buffering. Is it still buffering? Buffering. Let me move. Well, let me move. Some people don't care about the animals. Better now. Probably better back there. Probably when I stopped moving. What's up, buddy? Shade and little goat. And he's getting real friendly. Being up here in the cage. Ah, sun. Shoot, I've sewed up more goats. Keep an eye on it for maggots. Am I back? Let me know. Am I back? It shows me that I'm back. I'm gonna come back to that. Yes, back. Okay, good. Let's see. It's a neighbor's an app like Facebook, but it connects you with people in your area. I'm gonna try that. Because yeah, I need to get rid of some goats. But I wonder how many people know about it. I've never heard of it. Like, didn't know it existed. I've heard of Craigslist. Lorraine, some just don't like the stink when the goat is in rut. Probably kept their distance. He's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know how long he'll stay that way. Maybe I have goats in heat. I don't know. Well, he was like that at Amy's house when he was at Amy's house. He is beautiful. He throws beautiful babies. So Rocky is his son. My goat Rocky is his son. And then the really pretty moon spotted doe from this year, Rocky is the father of that one. So I mean, they throw beautiful babies. So I mean, he'd be a good buck for somebody who wants to breed. Okay, Barn says hit that like button. Next door. Especially if I can get the papers on him. Now the friend has, and I say friend, we're not really close friends, but we are, I do consider her a friend. I bought Rocky from her, and before Rocky, I had a beautiful moon spotted buck, Stratus, and he would have been, if he was, Amy, was he in the videos? Did I have him when I started YouTube? I don't know. He was at the other house. I had Stratus and Thunder, but I bought. What is wrong with you? What happened? What was I saying? Oh, I bought both of them from her. And so, but I don't, it's like, it's not a friend that I talk to a lot, or that I see a lot, or am real close to. But I at this point, consider her a friend rather than an acquaintance. I've been to her house a few times, and actually she's been on one of my videos. What is wrong with this cat? She might have an itch and be too fat. I don't know. Either chasing her tail or something. She's doing some flip-flops back here. You love that cat, Mary. That cat was just dropped off. Amy says she didn't think Stratus was in the videos. But anyway, but her life is kind of in a mess right now. It's like really chaotic. She's got, I don't mean like a mess like marital or anything like that, but she's got some things going on that she's tending to, so she's really busy. And that's one of the reasons that y'all got to see what this cat's doing. I got to catch her doing this. She's nuts. I've never seen her do it. She ain't gonna do it. She's not gonna do it. Maybe if I don't know, she's acting nutty. So chasing a bug. That's what I was afraid of the spider at first. That's why I looked real quickly. But I've also had like Shing. I have a cat inside Shing. She had seizures a couple of times, and then it just stopped. Not had any more problems with it, but I thought it was, yeah, camera shy. Mary says, I thought it might have been a seizure, and I was going to get out of the way for that because that's scary. That can be dangerous. Yeah, it's because they really, I don't know how to. I'm afraid I'd get bit by a cat having a seizure or scratched or something. Pam from Illinois, hello. So anyway, if this woman does follow through and is able to get me the papers, it would be, they would both, this buck Pepper and the other buck Bug, by the way, I think I figured out why his name is Bug, they would be good goats for someone. I would not want either one of them. I like Rocky, and Rocky is related to both of them because Pepper is the father of Bug and Rocky. Lorraine has to go. Okay, see you later, Lorraine. I'm about to get off here too. Thank you for coming in, though. Mom says, smash that thumbs up, yes. Mary says, my cat acted weird when he had a tapeworm. And she might. I did have her dewormed when I took her to the vet to get her shots. Like, I don't know her background. I don't know how old she is. I don't know anything about her. She just, last summer started to let me pet her. So I took her in and got her rabies shots, her rabies vaccinations, and feline leukemia. Had her tested for feline leukemia and all that, and AIDS and leukemia. And didn't test her for worms, didn't do a check, just had them give her something for worms. Life on the Eddy family farm, what's up? Do you miss me? Do you miss me, Stephanie? And Kirkpatrick, we back. An American rooster is looking good. Oh, my Americana rooster is looking good. I read that all wrong, Ed. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Lorie, just got in. Almost missed you. Yeah, because I'm going to be getting off here soon. Having a rough day. The Lyme disease is getting me. I am sorry to hear that, Kelly. That's like getting to be a really, it's getting really bad. It's like everywhere now. Stephanie says, I sure do. Can't wait for October. Yes, for the auction. We got to talk Zoe into coming. Nick won't. He has to, I don't know if he has, I don't know what he has to do, work or something. We've got to talk her into coming. Stephanie, did y'all get any rain, any storms down there the other day? Because they were pretty rough up here. Okay, Rock Queen. Bye for now. Going to download a video. Okay. Thanks for coming in. Hello from California. Hot here. Hey, Kim. October weather. No, I think she's talking about the livestock auction, the exotic auction. Because she misses me. She wants to see me. We got like 15 minutes, not much at all. 70, we got like really high winds. I thought I was in a tornado. I was on the road and I couldn't see anything. Had to just stop right where I was. I mean, it just hit all of a sudden. And luckily I was on the dirt road, but I couldn't see anything. There was no pulling over. You just stop right where you are. Anybody know? Tammy says, does anyone know how you can tell if a an emoji. It is a male or female. I don't know what emoji that is. It looks like a dinosaur. Yeah, you love that kind of wind. So you're not talking, you're not talking about the auction? That's in October, isn't it? Your expo is in September, and then October is the turtle. Oh, no. You just wait and see which one's on top. That's a turtle. It's 107 right now in Arizona, 5:20 p.m. I'm ready for cooler weather. I'm not looking forward to winter. Winter is going to be rough by myself. And I did it last year, and it's rough. Amy, I think just heard what I said. Okay, she is talking about the auction. You know, I'm not coming to the expo. No, I'm not coming to the expo. Not this one, but the one in March. I will. No, I don't know. I don't know how to tell how to sex the turtles. 62. It's not real. It's kind of cool here, especially right now. Can you guys, the cicadas are loud, aren't they? Tammy. Well, I guess I'm going to get off of here. I have told you guys everything I know, plus some. Some of it I made up. But do me a favor. Go down the description. Go down to my link of the Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. There is another LG Homestead on Instagram. So you got to make sure you get the right one. It has my logo on there. If you click on the link, it's going to take you to the right one. And then check out the video from Sunday. Let me know your thoughts on it. If it was different. If it was different from any of the other videos in a bad or good way, let me know how you feel about that. Preferably in the comment section, but if you don't want to do it there, I check emails too. And Stephanie said, no, I just got here, but I got to go. I've been on here almost an hour, and I don't do the 2-hour lives like y'all. I don't have nothing to say for 2 hours. Well, thanks for coming in, Stephanie. Thank you guys for coming in, and I'll be back next Monday at 6:30. See you later.